How's it going, guys? This is Colin. I'm from I'm Physio in Roselle. I'm just at the Bay right now, and I wanted to discuss a topic on evidence-based practice and what that really means. There are three big components to evidence-based practice. The first being clinical expertise. Now, what that incorporates is that the number of years a person has been practicing, or the number of skills that they've gained throughout their years, and that's the first component of evidence-based practice. Now, the second component is what the best available research is and what kind of evidence they have out there. And it's a really big, important component of evidence-based research, but it's not the be-all, end-all. And I think a lot of clinicians out there and researchers out there right now are really stuck up onto the research itself, and they kind of forget what the third component is in evidence-based practice, and that is patient values and patient preferences. What that really means is that as a patient, what your goals really are. Is your goal to reduce pain immediately? Is your goal to return to sport immediately? You don't really care for pain? Or is it longevity of running? And that plays a big role in evidence-based practice, and I think that's really what's missing right now in evidence-based practice. So I challenge you, if you're a patient and you're about to see a healthcare practitioner, really lay down what you really want as a goal, whether it's to reduce pain or you want to just play the next day, or whatever it is. Just let your clinician know what you really want, just because the outcomes are going to be a lot better if you kind of voice that at the start. Now, don't get me wrong, research is a huge, important component to evidence-based practice. For myself, I love research. I read a lot of articles. Just to give you an example, in the physiotherapy world, a lot of researchers and clinicians are on Twitter, and throughout the day I'd kind of flick through Twitter just to see what new research there is out there. Before I go to bed, I'd flick through Twitter again just to see what I've missed during the day. And in the morning, the first thing I do is literally to flick through Twitter and look to see what I've missed when I'm asleep. Thank God I have a girlfriend who's also a physio. But this morning, when I was flicking through Twitter, there are two researchers who I really follow, and they're kind of having a conversation. I wouldn't even say a conversation. They're kind of having an argument on a research paper. And the whole time, they were kind of discussing about this paper, and they weren't really incorporating the patient's values and what the patient really wants. And I think that component is really important. So I challenge you guys, if you guys are healthcare practitioners, to really probe and really find out what your patient really wants. Like, what are their goals? Do they just want to get through a marathon? What it actually is, because it really plays a huge role in evidence-based practice. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, just leave in the comment below, and I'll answer those questions. I think Jack here says Twitter is great for research and evidence, and I agree. So leave a question, any questions you may have, and I'll answer those. Thanks, guys.